Hey, what's up, man? So today we got Unkle Bang back in the building, man.
Mhm.
What's up, Unkle Bang? What's new?
Thug Life, what's out, man?
Not much, man. Not much, man. I've been watching all your moves, seeing what you're doing out there. But first off, I want to start off by asking, how are you doing? I saw you had like an accident or something, man. Could you tell us what happened and how you doing now?
Yeah, I had an accident, gave me a concussion and stuff. I'm straight. I just got back in the gym, started working out last week, so I'm finna get back in shape and get straight, but my head's still a little off, but I'm good.
That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear, man. Because, anytime, man, there's so much going on, especially with artists and stuff, people start to wonder, man, once you make those posts on social media. So for now, you're doing better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm straight now.
Now, with that, before we get into the business, I got to give you your props, man, for making that transition back to rap after all doing so much social media and kind of being known for that. Now we see you as a rapper out there making big waves, man. So what inspired you to do so or make that leap again?
I never told nobody I could rap, huh? I just kept it a secret, yeah. And so when I came out, rap too. They thought I was a one-trick pony, you feel me? I had to hit them with that, that hot word,
Now I gotta admit, I had heard because of our interviews before, I had done my research, and I had seen when you went under the name J-Dog and saw the videos that you dropped back then and stuff like that. But I didn't expect, man, your new stuff to sound like it sounds, man. A lot of people are loving the music.
Yeah, they like my new stuff better. They say I got older and colder like wine, you heard me?
Definitely a different flow, man, a better flow, man. I like it. I was surprised.
My old music was a uneducated ecstasy every day. You heard me? That's what you heard. So now you talk with some sense. They've been to prison and got some education, so the rhymes sound different now. That's what that is.
And you could tell the growth in the flow and the structure and the ability to talk about more, man. So yeah, definitely a different artist now, man. Now, do you think as being an artist now that you've matured more into what you're doing now?
Can you repeat that question?
You feel like you've matured into being a better artist?
Yeah, I just started rapping a month ago. You know what I'm saying? I already got a distribution deal in less than 30 days. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you making waves, man. So okay, let's start here. What's your relationship like with TEC and Maine today, man?
Ain't no relationship with Maine. Me and TEC cool, you heard me? But I ain't no with Maine.
Now we got to talk about this fact that you guys just had this beef, this battle, this rap battle that kind of took over. I mean, you had Shaq in the comments, you had other celebrities in the comments, man. What was the motivation and where did all this beef start?
I gotta stop you with that beef word because I just seen him arguing with one of them on the internet, so it ain't no more beef. I don't beef with that type, you heard me? So I just seen him go look on my page on IG, you're gonna see him arguing with somebody, not my kind, so ain't no beef, but TEC cool, y'all know him as TEC. TEC, they cool. He's straight.
Now, I'm specifically talking about Maine Music. Now, Maine Music, I saw the post, and I've actually seen other people commenting on a lot of the Reddit pages and, poking fun at the fact that he's been on TikTok going live talking to everybody. I mean, grandmas. Some dude said, that's my old girlfriend. That was one of the funny ones people posted. And, it's a weird look because, as an artist, he's kind of held up there as an artist. And people are seeing him now on TikTok doing these lives. Did this add more fuel to y'all beef?
Ain't no beef. Look, he got to do whatever he can. If you see the whole Baton Rouge riding with me, ain't nobody coming to his aid. They riding with me. Ain't nobody on the man side. They all on the bang side, you heard me? Anyway, he gotta go on TikTok. I did a song that was like a minute and something long and damn the end of his career. You gotta go to TikTok now. You gotta do something. Believe you no more. Then the whole city then came out and say everything I said in the song was true. Facts are facts, and that's good.
Now, the song you're talking about is Wheelchairs, obviously, but I want to start somewhere else. I want to start with the song Death Valley. Now, what in the song Death Valley? Well, there's some questions I got. Now, in the song Death Valley, you made a couple references. Now, who exactly is Kevin?
I wasn't talking about Kevin Gates. I was talking about a dude named Kevin. I wasn't talking about everybody thought I was talking about Kevin Gates. Kevin, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about another dude named Kevin. A named Osh. They call him Osh. I shouldn't say his name so yeah. But yeah, I wasn't talking about Gates though. But if I was talking about Gates, it's him too. You know, as anybody, you know, if I was talking about you know what up? You know what I'm saying? You know. But I wasn't talking about Kevin Gates though. I was talking about oh shit, Kevin. I shouldn't even say his name so put. That's why I said in the thing, ain't nothing wrong here, but you must think I'm Kevin. That's why, you know, cause so I had to put his name in.
Yep, we caught that line. And also, there was another line where you talked about, you know, that somebody's pops is a rat. Whose pops were you talking about is a rat?
Yeah. Yeah. They know what I was talking about. Everybody know what I'm talking about. Baton Rouge know what I'm talking about. I said his name in the song book. If y'all want to hear what I was talking about, go listen to the song, Unkle Bang, Death Valley. I said his name. Everybody keep asking me, who you talking about? Go listen to the song. I said his name. You got to listen.
Now, it also seemed like you were sending some subliminal shots at smooth R&B.
Yeah, I was. I said his name. I wasn't sending no subliminals. I said his name. I don't do subliminals. Witty, you know I don't do subliminals. I'm one nigga that don't do subliminals. I'm straight and direct with addresses.
Now, there was a line there where you said R&B stands for real beat, you know?
Yeah, it stands for real big.
Which, you know, I could. Now, did you include Smooth RB in the song because of, you know, the whole issue that he had with you online where he was dissing you?
Yeah, I made it about his. That song was about him. But he like, and then really I was like, I'm gonna try to throw him an alley-oop and see, you know what I'm saying, see if he could come about this. Nigga can't rap though. Like, nigga can't rap, he can't talk good, so I try to help him really. You know what I'm saying? He from the hood. Yeah, he from the hood. I was trying to throw him a little alley-oop. Couldn't dunk it, you heard me? You seen what I did the Maine career. If you want to feature for Maine Music, holler at me. That's me now. He under my administration. You want to feature for Maine Music, holler at me. You heard me? I'll put in a chokehold and make him do it. You ain't gotta pay nothing. Just say you want a feature from the pay me. You heard me? I choke this out, put him in the bull.
And I heard I heard you, and I heard your responses and all your posts where you referenced that. And I was wondering because it seemed like, so you're saying that Death Valley was just a diss specifically for Smooth RB, as opposed to like, well, so then was the lines that you were talking about, NBA Youngboy not signing them and Tookie, weren't those lines? Those were at Maine Music, right?
That's the Maine Music diss song. The Wheelchairs and Tookie was Maine big brother. That was my homeboy. So there was no disrespect being shown towards Tookie. The disrespect was saying you didn't ride for Tookie. You know what I'm saying? Tookie is Maine big brother. That was my homeboy. That was my little homie, you heard? And that's my nigga, you heard? But man, you ain't ride for my nigga. And that was your real brother, not my real brother. That was my brother, but that was your real blood brother. You ain't see about that. Scary. After what I seen today, who he was arguing with, I don't even must got no about Maine Music.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit more because we're going to have to get into your song Wheelchairs.
Oh yeah, we could talk about Wheelchair. Come on.
But before we get there, I wanted to talk about this. So a lot of the things that was said in your song and stuff, TEC or TEC as you call him, it came out and confirmed and said that Maine Music, he called him out and did a whole video that got clips that went viral where he talked about Maine Music being in a situation where he had to actually push that line, you know what I'm saying, go out there and do something for some get back. But instead, he started crying instead of avenging his brother.
That's a fact. You know, them dudes from my hood. You know, TEC from Scotland, but he from Sherwood too. Both of them dudes from my hood. TEC, Uncle Bobo, that's my real. TEC couldn't be come up around gangsters, you heard me? But what the question was again, bro, I'm ADHD, and I ain't take my medication today.
Well, the question was, what did you think about that when you seen TEC going viral and talking about that?
Oh, I was like, shit, why everybody waited for me to say something? It wasn't just TEC. It was everybody. The whole Baton Rouge waited for me to say something. Then on dive out there. Then I started questioning everybody else. I'm like, so y'all wait for me to say something? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I'm like, it took me for y'all to dive out there?
Now, when it also came to the diss, who exactly is Zoe?
Zorilla. Rest in peace, Zorilla. That's a gangster, you heard me? See him on the end of the song while I was saying about how me and Zoe were playing chess in the penitentiary, he thought I was trying to diss Zoe. I was just running the up how I was telling Zoe I can't play chess. Zoe was trying to teach me how to play chess. I swept all the pieces off the board. I was like, man, I don't know how to play no chess, Zoe. I know how to checkmate a bitch. And Zoe got to laughing at me because I couldn't figure out how to make the move. But Maine Musik tried to bring it to the internet and try to put me against everybody who loves Zoe. Everybody know that was my little brother, you heard me? Yeah, he tried to put me against Zoe. Tried to pull some slick shit, you heard me?
Okay, bet. Nah, I guess you were just trying to clear that up then, right?
Nah, you asked me. I ain't trying to clear shit up. Think what they want. I'm about my business.
It is what it is. Now, next, I wanted to ask you about this. And I'm going basically off of a lot of the things that are in the songs, right? So let's actually go there. Let's go to the song Wheelchairs. Now, like I said, once you drop this snippet for Wheelchairs, it got a huge response. You even had Shaq in the comment section basically commenting like, whoa, man, this. And I'm so surprised that Shaq's so in tune with goes on in Baton Rouge still to this day, you know what I mean? What did you think about the explosion online?
I talk to Shaq all the time. That's my big brother, you heard me? Shaq different what y'all think he is. I ain't gonna say too much, but Shaq a little different, you heard me? Shaq really from the streets, but I ain't say, street dude, but he know what's going on, bro. Shaq a real one, you heard me? And Shaq, that's my personal friend. So yeah, anytime you see Shaq in the comments, he just rooting for the home team. That's my dog. Oh yeah, me and Shaq got a song coming, you heard me? Yeah, look, this is gonna be my first song with no cuss. I'm gonna tell Shaq, don't cuss in the song. We selling this. When you go to work tomorrow, bring this with you. And we gonna sell it to the NBA. No cussing.
That's a smart way to go when you got Shaq on the track, right?
Yeah, Shaq been told me to send the beat 2 months ago. I'm tripping. The Shaq tells, I'm tripping, bro. I got too much shit going on, bro. The Shaq told you send a beat 2 months ago. You just sent it 2 months ago. I need to get that man a beat, but I'm trying to get the perfect beat for that man, you heard? You can't just get no any beat for Shaq, man. That's Shaq, man. I gotta have basketballs in the, you know what I'm saying? I gotta have basketball in the beat, you heard me? I gotta have basketball dribbling in the beat. They gotta be made for Shaq, you know what I'm saying?
Now, I never asked you this before, but because you weren't back rapping, but do you make your own beats?
Nah, I don't know how to record, make beats. I don't know how to get in front of that mic and talk this shit. I'm computer illiterate.
Okay, nah, man. Along with the song Wheelchairs, man, there were some things I wanted to point out. So what's up with this jail rumor or prison rumor that was referenced in the song about Maine Musik allegedly having something crazy happen to him in jail? Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, he got shipped. He got shipped from one jail to East Baton Rouge Parish, and when he got there, when the cheeks and took it to back, and told him get there. I came from the same camp and went to the same camp he was going to with tobacco and marijuana 4, 5 times. He never took shit from me. I done took that same trip that he took when, let me get that, my checkout. Now, we ain't gonna make this whole thing about Maine music.
Nah, definitely not. But it's just that the song made it such an impact
It's
that I want
trending
to
right
make sure
now.
we cover. I want to make sure we cover everything.
I know it's trending right now, cause me, but all these other getting the credit for it. That's cool though. I had to set the shit off. Then everybody want to jump out there with a, like Pac say, once I set the shit off, now everybody want to jump out there with an opinion. You heard me? Yeah, I'm on my Pac shit, you heard me? It took me for to say something out of whole Baton Rouge erupted. Come on, bro. I ain't really respect that. You could have been said what y'all want to tell that nigga. Y'all wanted to wait for me to jump out there. I ain't respect it. You know, y'all know me. Every one of you niggas just said something about that. Y'all know me. Why y'all waited for me? Y'all know how to dive.